guys, welcome back. If you're new here, just welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Subscribe to my other wonderful channels, Queen Spirit 1126 and the Answers by Queen Spirit. So we are introducing everybody into their expression destiny number. This number is determined by your original birth name, first, middle, and last, whatever was originally written on your birth certificate. All right, expression destiny number describes how you get to your destiny, which is described in your life path number. All right, so your life path number is your destiny, expression destiny is the path, right? So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm gonna pull a map card for you guys, and we'll get into the characteristics of our 9 expression destiny numbers. So right now the wind is blowing so hard, and this tree is just swaying. 9 is definitely a number of a visionary philanthropist. You guys are people that like to give back a lot. All right, so I'm going to tell you right off the bat, having this number as a 9 can mean that sometimes you can be a little bit gullible, and worst of all, easily disappointed. You guys might expect more than what people can give. You also feel other people's disappointment. I get a big empath vibe here. So that can also be damaging to how you feel, especially if you're trying to help somebody and they're going off the rails, y'all. Y'all know how to go. I know y'all know. First card out is rescue. That is not no coincidence, y'all. That is not a coincidence. One thing that I love to say is heroes save themselves. So you guys have to be careful with feeling like you're gonna be a hero and you're gonna save somebody, and I'm gonna meet somebody and that totally needs my help and I'm gonna fix their whole life. You guys have to stop thinking about your position like that and kind of think about it on a wider scale. Like, what can I do to help people, not just this one person? Put forth those efforts and then feel confident in it. You can only do what you can do, and what you can't do, you can't do. So you can't be stressing about it. Another thing that I'm getting is that you guys may get taken advantage of by family a lot. And I get this vibe of manipulation from people that you love because you want to give so much. Definitely check out that empath reading that I put on my channel last week. What kind of empath are you? I'm gonna link that because you have to know that being an empath can be very complicated. And just like a doctor attracts sick people, empaths attract broken people, right? So I do get a little bit of manipulation of emotions concerning the people that are supposed to love you and care for you. So I want you guys to be careful of that. So we have the Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm really feeling with this that you guys are learning more about your path, learning more about what you're meant to do. I'm also getting that you guys are really learning about people and things, communities, whatever, programs, whatever, that aren't really working, but instead creating like this intricate web of lies, deceit, and bullshit. That's what I feel. And yeah, a lot of things that other people don't see. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's saying that it's easier to fool somebody than to convince them that they can be fooled, that they were fooled. And that's just what it breaks down to. People's pride are not going to allow them to make changes and all of that unless they are specifically ready. And when we get taken advantage of, when we're used and destroyed, a lot of times our ego makes us feel shame. we're ashamed about it. We're ashamed that somebody stole our money, or we stayed in this abusive relationship, or we were majorly manipulated by somebody who was supposed to care about us. We feel shame in that. But that's all ego. And I feel like you guys see that a lot in other people, as well as you may face a little bit of shame yourself for not being able to do or complete something like that. I do feel that heavy. All right, so Spirit is definitely saying move on from this idea that you should be ashamed of anything. Because at the end of the day, if you don't like something, you need to change it about yourself, not feel bad about it. Because we all have a testimony, right? We all came from some place that wasn't great, and then we made something better of ourselves. It's part of the struggle. Alright, so what other characteristics are we looking at for our expression destiny number 9? What other characteristics? Alright, so yo, Spirit is really on me right now with y'all about this being a super saver hoe. Heroes save themselves. You can't save anybody. I don't know how much I can stress this. Stop trying to save people. It doesn't work like that. You know, that's why they say you can lead a horse to water, you can't make them drink. Like, you see people on the street all the time that are addicted to drugs. You can't force them to get off drugs when they're ready. Then you can help them along in the process. But until that time comes, you have to play your position. Don't force your rescue on anybody. If they're not ready, they're not going to go anywhere. And I feel like you guys face major disappointment because you're just like, okay, well, why don't you want to do this? Why don't you want better? Why don't you feel like you deserve better? A lot of people don't. They just don't feel like they deserve shit. And you're not going to convince them that they're worthy. Love starts from within. And that's another thing that you guys have to realize, that a lot of people have trouble loving themselves, right? But if you don't love yourself correctly, then you're going to have trouble loving other people. And what I'm getting is that a lot of times you guys attach the love of yourself with how you can help or love other people or correct some kind of situation. But that's not what it is, and that's not what you were meant here to do. Whenever I do readings, my nose always itches. So make sure that you are not focused solely on, hey, I need to help this, I need to do this, I need to be in the streets, giving back. Like, I have to be here. And a lot of you do. You're a philanthropist, of course. But you also have to take care of yourself. And that's not just eating and drinking emotionally, because you see so much. You see so much hurt. You see so much pain. And it can be a situation where you are just not cool with it. Like, it hurts inside, even though it's not happening to you. Just to know that it's happening to somebody that you really care about, it can cause a struggle, right? So I want you guys to be very, very much aware of the struggle that you have in life. You guys have to learn how to put up boundaries between things you can control and things you cannot control. That is so, so very important, right? This shirt pissing me off. It's just doing whatever it wants to do. Alright, let's move on. What other characteristics does 9 need to watch out for, Spirit? What other characteristics for our 9? That's a lot of cards. Oh, wow. So we have the Emperor in reverse. Emperor in reverse is very controlling, right? And this goes back to what I said, kind of like forcing your opinion and your views on other people. People are going to change when they're ready to change, and they're not going to change a second sooner, not 1 second sooner. Okay, so we have the World. I see that this is a cycle that needs to be closed. Close the cycle of this need to fix everybody and everything. I get this vibe of being like sad, and this isn't, it's not you. It's kind of like you surround yourself with sad people who kind of want to do what you do, or be where you are or anything like that. Definitely you have to surround yourself with more positive people. Okay, surround yourself with people who are doing what they want to do. Not to say that you can't be a help of people who are struggling or going through something, but at the end of the day, that's going to cause conflict inside, right? So, moral of the story, it's going to be hard to be around people who are not fully and truly loving themselves and who aren't fully and truly living in their life. That is not your soul family. Like, I'm just gonna put it like that. Because of your empathic abilities, you are not gonna be able to handle those people the same way someone else would. So you have to make sure you have walls and boundaries up. Not to say, hey, let me just not fuck with this person anymore. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like, don't take that shit personal and stop trying to fix people's lives. You're not gonna fix their life. If they wanna go and ruin their life, you let them. Period. That's all I have. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you next time.